Citigo is the Czech firm's first venture into the world of the city car. Based on the same platform as the Volkswagen Up and seat, all the ingredients are present to make it a capable car that appeals to a broad spectrum of society. It'll suit first-time drivers and mature drivers in equal measure, and even makes a surprisingly practical second family car thanks to some neat interior touches. It's up against some incredibly stiff competition, though, not just from within the VW group. With cars like the Kia Picanto, Hyundai i10, Ford Ka+, Fiat 500, Peugeot 108, and its Toyota and Citroën counterparts, all offering varying degrees of style, space, comfort and low costs. It's more difficult than ever to choose a city car, in short. Dinky size, dinky running costs. The Citigo is the smallest car in Skoda's growing range, and equally possesses the lowest running costs, as it should. Its duo of 1.0-litre 3-cylinder petrol engines are low on power but also low on fuel consumption, so running a Citigo day-to-day shouldn't cost an arm and a leg. Equally, finance costs are likely to be favourable as Skoda regularly offers decent savings on the list price, as well as deposit contributions and other incentives. This sort of thing will be of huge appeal to many Citigo buyers who may be looking to keep costs to a minimum. High quality, spacious interior. In 2017, Skoda updated the Citigo with the same interior treatment that Volkswagen gave its up for its midlife facelift. While there's a familiar air to it, there's a new dashboard with slick new controls for the radio and heating, no touch screens as standard, but a really crisp and clear setup that feels a cut above its entry-level rivals. It all feels nicely put together as well, with appealing materials used for the majority. There are some harder plastics lower down the interior, but the Citigo is a cheap car and it's more upmarket inside than many of its competitors. There's plenty of space on offer, too. 4 adults genuinely fit with ease thanks to its practical shape and well-designed interior. Boot space is useful at 251 litres, with an adjustable boot floor available. If you want to personalize your Citigo, various trim combinations can be specified for the interior, which helps keep it fresh among a growing number of customizable alternatives. Grown-up drive. Despite its stinky dimensions, the Citigo performs like a much larger car on the road. That's thanks to a very composed ride with well-damped suspension and a planted feel. It's also very easy to thread through a city center, to park and to comfortably sit on the motorway, once you get up to speed. The verdict: a little nip and tuck midway through the Citigo's life has kept it in fine form. It remains one of the best value, best driving city cars currently on sale, with more personalization options than ever. It's practical, too, and comes with all the kind of equipment most could ever want or need. The engines need working hard to keep pace with faster moving traffic, but that's unlikely to be of great concern to most buyers. Throw in good finance deals and it should remain near the top of your city car shopping list. Read on for the full Skoda Citigo review. 2 1.0-litre petrols provide the power choice of 60 or 75 horsepower. Power inputs both need working hard, but good performers. There's one 3-cylinder, 1.0-litre petrol engine providing the power in the Citigo, available in one of 2 power outputs, 60 horsepower or 75 horsepower. Entry-level 60 horsepower 1.0-litre. The expected bestseller, the base 1.0-litre 3-cylinder petrol produces just 60 horsepower and 95 Newton-meters of torque, driven through its front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox. Performance for this engine is leisurely, taking 14.4 seconds to complete the 0 to 62 miles per hour jaunt, and it will soldier on to a top speed of 101 miles per hour. These figures shouldn't be a concern for most buyers though. Granted, getting up to motorway speed does take some patience and certainly gives the Citigo a workout, but the process is enjoyable thanks to an engine sound that makes it feel like a shrunken Porsche thanks to a great 3-cylinder thrum. It's refined and relaxed when you don't ask too much of it, though, making it perfectly fit for purpose. More punch from the 75 horsepower version. If you do regularly venture away from busier towns and cities, it'll be worth considering the 75 horsepower of the same engine. The torque figure is the same at 95 Newton-meters, so you'll still need to work it hard when overtaking, but it could be worth it for the extra power. It's just as eager to be revved though, which means it's enjoyable to make progress and, with a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 13.5 seconds, it is slightly quicker. It's still no fireball though, so we'd recommend trying both before you buy to see which better suits your needs and which you prefer. It's worth noting that 75 horsepower version is only available in SAL trim, though, which could limit its appeal to those wanting to keep costs to a minimum. In both outputs, you'll need to enjoy using a manual gearbox, as you'll regularly find yourself changing down a gear or two to successfully make it up a hill without slowing down. The Citigo can get caught out in these situations. The throw of the lever is very light indeed, but it's not as slick shifting as Skoda's other models. Greenlich for fuel saving, ASG Auto for ease. Greenlich versions of both engines are available, which in short means it comes with stop-start technology to reduce CO2 emissions to less than 100 grams/km. You can read more about how much the Citigo will cost to run in the running costs section of this review. There's no implication on performance though, with identical figures to the non-Greenlich models. For buyers looking for an automatic gearbox, there's the ASG automated manual offering. With a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 16.7 seconds, you'll need the patience of a saint for quick getaways, while top speed maxes out at 101 miles per hour. Citigo offers very tidy handling, body control is good, steering is light and lacking in feel. The Citigo is primarily aimed at drivers who spend a lot of time in city centers or surrounding areas, and so it is extremely versatile and easy to drive. The steering is light and direct, but you don't get much in the way of feedback through the wheel. However, carrying out maneuvers such as reverse parking and three-point turns is easy since the car has a small turning circle of just 9.8 meters, perfect for navigating city streets. The excellent lower speed handling can mean sacrifices at higher speeds, though. When cornering at higher speeds, the light steering isn't particularly confidence-inspiring, but it's unlikely many Citigo drivers will be driving like they're on a rally stage. There is a little bit of body roll in the corners and, for the most part, the Citigo feels very composed and balanced, making it feel like a much bigger car to drive than it really is. The Monte Carlo version is lower and stiffer than the standard Citigo, so it's blessed with even better handling and less body roll in bends. There is a trade-off, of course, in terms of ride quality, which comes down to how much you enjoy throwing your Citigo around corners. Revised dash from the VW up, more personalization options, easy to get comfy and operate. Sitting in the driver's seat of the Citigo, you get the impression this is a grown-up car. There's switchgear from other Skoda models and the materials used feel robust and of good quality. Fixtures and fittings seem very well screwed together, and there's also surprisingly good visibility, meaning you can always see what's around you. It's very easy to find a comfortable driving position, too, thanks to a wide range of adjustment in the seats and steering wheel. Plus there's a great sense of space thanks to large windows and dashboard, center console that aren't too bulky. The big windows and skinny pillars also mean visibility is very good, and even Monte Carlo models with black headlining feel spacious inside. Excellent quality and slick infotainment before it was facelifted. The Citigo's interior was solid and easy to use, but offered very little in the way of flair and excitement. Now though, different colors can be specified for the full width section of the dashboard to brighten things up, while the controls themselves have been redesigned. They're now very slick and easy to use, and while the main infotainment controls don't feature a touch screen, it's very easy to use thanks to a really crisp little screen and easy to use buttons below it. It's the same for the heating and ventilation controls, which are sited high up on the dashboard for easier access. Some models also come with a smartphone cradle located on top of the dashboard. When fitted, a Skoda app called Move and Fun can be downloaded. Everything, including sat-nav, is controlled through this system. It makes using an infotainment system familiar for drivers who spend a lot of time using their phone when they're not driving. Very composed ride, soaks up bumps very well, seats especially comfortable. Skoda's engineers have done a great job when it comes to the quality of the Citigo's ride. It feels incredibly grown up and not at all like a small city car. Bumps and holes in the road are soaked up incredibly well, and it's a very comfortable place to be. It's especially noticeable when you drive through a city with potholed streets, drain covers and broken surfaces. Only the very worst of these will really thud through the cabin. In this sense, the Citigo not only feels incredibly capable, but also very solidly built. The front seats deserve special mention too. They're not only extremely comfortable and supportive, but they're stylish too, with the integrated headrests giving it a modern and funky feel. There's genuinely enough room for 4 adults too, but taller passengers won't want to spend extended periods of time in the rear seats if they're behind a particularly tall driver. There's a really impressive amount of space on offer for such a small car, though. You can't hear much in the way of wind or road noise, but that lively engine does tend to get a bit vocal if you edge into the upper echelons of the rev range. If you're looking to make more use of those rear seats, it's worth buying the 5-door version. Although it doesn't look as good, the additional practicality of this body style makes it the one to have for small families. Entry-level models are little Spartan models to appeal to all budgets and tastes. Plenty of simply clever extras to add. The Citigo's model range mimics that of many other Skodas with S, say and say L, but there are also Color Edition and Monte Carlo models for a bit more individuality. Standard Skoda Citigo hatchback equipment as usual. The Citigo range kicks off with very basic S, remote central locking, 2 ISOFIX points, tire pressure monitor, USB port and OIN electric front windows. Move up to say for a more comprehensive selection of 14-inch alloy wheels, body colored door handles and mirrors, LED daytime running lights, upgraded radio with colored display and Bluetooth connectivity, smartphone holder on top of dash, air conditioning, heat adjustment for driver's seat, folding rear seats. The Color Edition is based on say, but adds 15-inch alloy wheels in black or white metallic paint, included privacy glass front fog lights, or there's the Monte Carlo, also based on say, which adds 15-inch black alloy wheels, lowered suspension, checkered flag design along the side sills, plus there are front and rear spoilers, a rear diffuser and gloss black radiator grille and door mirrors, darkened rear lights and privacy glass black and red interior, upholstery gloss black, dashboard trim, leather steering wheel and gear lever, chrome interior trim, fog lights at the top of the range is say L, coming with 15-inch alloy wheels, parking sensors, front fog lights, electrically heated and adjustable door mirrors, heated front seats, leather multifunction steering wheel, chrome interior trim. Optional Skoda Citigo hatchback extras. There aren't a huge number of optional extras available for the Citigo, but this helps to keep prices low. You can, however, add a few things to make it stand out, such as black or white alloy wheels, a colored roof and door mirrors, and different colors for the dashboard and interior. You can also specify autonomous emergency braking with automatic lights, wipers, called City Safe, cruise control, a trip computer and fog lights with cornering function. A DAB radio is optional on all models, while climate control can be added to say trim and above at extra cost. Some options are bundled into packs, too. Safety pack includes City Safe and passenger airbag deactivation convenience pack, cruise control, trip computer and rear parking sensors winter pack, heated front seats, electrically adjustable heated door mirrors and fog lights summer pack, panoramic sunroof and privacy glass leather pack, adds multifunction leather steering wheel. Strong safety rating for the Citigo, 5 stars awarded by Euro NCAP, can be added at extra cost. Maximum 5-star rating on the Euro NCAP test for crash safety means the Citigo is an extremely safe place to be. There are 4 airbags as standard, with the driver and front passenger getting head, thorax airbags. You also get the option of clever systems such as City Safe autonomous emergency braking, which is a laser-based braking assistance system that operates at urban speeds, below 19 miles per hour. If it senses there's a danger of collision, it will effectively brake for you to try to avoid any collision, or at least reduce the severity of the impact. ISOFIX points are situated on both rear seats, meaning child seats can be anchored securely. Surprising amount of space. Boot, one of the biggest in its class, makes a very practical city car. Although there's only one cup holder up front in the Citigo, there are some very clever touches which give it a uniquely useful interior. For instance, there's a hook on the glove box release to hang a bag, keeping the footwells clear. There's a smartphone holder that fits in the cup holder too, so you have somewhere to put your phone. You also get a parking ticket clip on the window screen and a clip on the dash so you can keep a photo of a family member, pet or other significant being in the car. You can also add more features. Skoda calls them simply clever dash, such as a small waste bin for the door pockets, an umbrella located under the passenger seat and a glasses holder in the glove box. Skoda says there are 16 of these features used in the Citigo, some more appealing than others. Skoda's engineers have also gone a bit mad with the netting in an effort to stop your shopping flying about in the car, so it's easy to keep things bent in if required. The Citigo boasts 251 litres of load space in the boot of the 3-door models, extending to 951 litres if you fold the rear seats down, 959 litres in the 5-door. Access to the boot can prove troublesome since the boot lip is relatively high and you have to drop things down into it. However, an adjustable boot floor means you can have it level with the loading lip with a hidden area underneath. 3-door models get a clever folding system for the front seats to make rear access a little easier than some of the car's competitors, while 5-door models feature a folding front passenger seat. There probably isn't a parking space the Citigo won't fit into. It's less than 4 meters long and, thanks to plenty of window area and small pillars, it's also a doddle to park. While they are available at extra cost, you're unlikely to need parking sensors on a car as small as this. Parking is made even easier thanks to the light steering and flat sides.